Today's video is sponsored by Moot.us, the 100% free app on iOS and Android, and also available on your web browser, which is going to make your gaming experience 10 times better. Now let me pitch you this frustrating situation. You're playing Call of Duty Zombies and you want to tackle one of the hard Easter egg quests available, but you don't have a group of friends that are around to join you. That's where Moot saves the day. As you open it up, you go to the Call of Duty Zombies lounge, and there's already people asking for help on an Easter egg. You can simply add them and get going. But there's more. So if you're looking for a group to play with, you simply click the platform you're on, the game mode, your ID, as well as the amount of players you need and what time you want to start. If you want to make sure Squeaky Timmy you're playing with is actually good, you can look at his player stats for multiplayer Blackout and Zombies. You'd also join in on group discussions, and it's not just for Call of Duty. Any game you see in here has a community looking for players to play with. So try out Moot. It's 100% free on iOS, Android, and PC. You can find the links in the description. After over 10 years of Zombies, it's clear that Treyarch are not in any way finished with experimenting in new interesting ways to hide secret Easter eggs. It was only until recently that a QR code was found on Voyage of Despair which contained a secret message. But if you thought that was the strangest Easter egg you've ever seen, then strap yourselves in, because I'm about to show you something which physically hurts my brain when I first found this out. And you are never going to look at a carpet in the same way ever again. That will make a bit more sense in a moment. But I'd love to hear your thoughts on this down below in the comment section as we unravel this mystery. Now, big shout out to ColdStoneTheGamer over on Reddit, as well as Lucas or Vice Squad, who noticed that in Voyage of Despair there was a particular carpet which stood out from the rest. And this carpet is found in the upper grand staircase on Voyage of Despair to the left of the mystery box. And as you can see, it's just an ordinary carpet, right? Well, wrong. As the texture on that carpet is actually very unique. It's the only one of its kind on the entire map. And the carpet is actually an overlay with the same carpet texture found on the opposite side of the room without the overlay. So looking more specifically at this carpet, there's dark lines inside all these triangles that form horizontal and vertical lines and pluses. So okay, it's got a pretty funky pattern on it, right? Well, ColdStoneTheGamer looked even further and noticed the statistical measures and noticed the frequency of each symbol was almost even, except it's not. It's in fact a triliteral cipher, which is a cipher which uses a triliteral alphabet which aims to replace letters by triples of 3 letters, generally A, B, and C. But funnily enough, when decrypted, we do get a secret message, but there's apparently 8 mistakes in the ciphertext. And do you know the person that actually creates these ciphers in Black Ops? It's Jason himself. So this has hilariously been deemed as the Blundell Drunken Carpet Cipher, because it's very rare that ciphers in Black Ops Zombies ever have mistakes in them, and I can guarantee more likely than not that at this point in the development time he was really looking at new ways to hide secret messages that has never been seen before in Zombies, and what better than to plant a message on a carpet. But shout out to the Zombies design team on this one for actually fully putting a cipher on a piece of carpet, and the message itself reads as follows: avarice is why you lost them, indulgence is why you lost yourself. Huge thank you to ColdStoneTheGamer and RichKiller for solving that. But of course, you're probably a little confused on the ciphertext itself, so let's break it down. What is avarice and indulgence in the context of the message here? So avarice is why you lost them. Well, avarice is a synonym for greed. So obviously that meaning inordinate or insatiable longing for material gain, such as money, status, or power. And indulgence meaning satisfaction or gratification. It's not too difficult to work out what exactly this message is meaning. Avarice is why you lost them could be a direct reference in talking about Alistair Rhodes and how avarice or this greed is why he lost his wife and his daughter Scarlett originally. If you've read the Call of Duty comics, you'll know that early on in Scarlett's life her father left, and the greed part being his journey of constantly trying to obtain all these ancient items whilst the cult are also trying to do the same thing, and the indulgence part could just be a bit too much of him trying to learn about everything happening in the universe, and the fact that he got a bit too involved in that is why he lost himself and lost the essence of the person that he used to be. It's a little bit of a tricky one because these are so open to interpretation, especially since we haven't finished the Chaos story at the time of this video being out. And most Chaos maps are very vague anyway, but I think the fact that this has been hidden in plain sight for so long on the floor on the Titanic is pretty wild. And it just goes to show you the lengths that Treyarch go to hide some of these messages. Like, this is stuff which we may have never figured out if it wasn't for Vice Squad realizing that that carpet was specifically a cipher because its texture was different to the other carpets. But even after going through that much effort to figure out a message like this, do you think it's worth it? Do you think Treyarch should continue to add obscure hidden messages in methods like this in future maps? Or do you just not care about stuff like this? I'd be really interested to hear your opinions on this either way, and if you learned something new here today, because I guarantee every single one of you watching would never knew this carpet had a message in Voyage of Despair, make sure to leave a thumbs up on this video before you click off, as that would be awesome of you. You can check out my previous video on your screen right now, but thank you so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button and notification bell to keep notified for all your Black Ops 4 Zombies goodness, and I'll catch you for a future video very, very soon.